Okay folks, this is question 4. You just have to be able to read off that formula. So the x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equal to r squared. So our log tables, that's the equation of a circle. You can see there that the hk is always the center. So x minus h, therefore we always have to change the sign of whatever is in there, so that the h will be 5 and then the k would be minus 3, because when you're putting it into the original formula it'll change the sign. And then our r squared is equal to 25, so if you do square root of 25, you might know already it's going to be 5. So that's the center and the radius. Then we need to see if this point is inside, outside, or on the circle. So if you imagine any circle, so if that's the center there, if you have a point that's inside the circle, well then the distance between those 2 points would have to be less than what the radius of the circle is. And then equally, if the point is outside the circle, so if it's out there, well then the distance between those 2 points, the center and the point, would have to be bigger than what the radius is, because the radius only goes to the edge of the circle, obviously. And then if a point is on the circle though, so if that point is there, circle, well the distance between the centers now has to be equal to the radius. So the radius and the distance between those 2 points has to be equal. So all we have to do is just find the distance between the points and then compare it to the radius. So our points are 9, 2 and the center, which was 5 minus 3. So that would be, and it's the formula, the x2 minus x1 that's the distance between 2 points. Then 9 minus 5 squared plus 2 minus 3 squared. And we're just gonna, you can put all that in the calculator together. And we should get root 41 then, which is approximately 6.4. So you know that you can see that 6.4 is greater than 5. So we know that's going to be outside of the circle, because you imagine, we know that the radius of the circle is 5. So from there to there is 5, but the distance from the center to this point is 6.4 approximately, so it has to be out here somewhere. So outside. Here you just have to construct, so the center is 4 minus 1, so it's a nice question. And this is 3, so you'll just have to use a compass and mark out your, so put the pin of the compass there on the red dot and then put the point of it out 3 places away, so out here. And it should look something like this then. So that's your circle. Right, this one, there's not much working out involved in this. It's a, you need to be able to see it. It's a little trick involved in it. Right, so when the point is on, when the circle touches the axis, then the distance from there to there has to just be 2, because that's what our x coordinate is, because we're going out 2 along the x-axis and then going up 1 to get to that point. Therefore the radius there has to be 2. Then because this is the point 2, 1, we know that this distance here is 2 as well, because that's still the radius there, that's just another radius. Therefore if we go down 2 there and then we're going up 1 here to get to that point, well then the coordinate for C has to be 2, 3. So the coordinate is 2, 3 and the radius is 2, and that's all we need then to give the center of the circle, or to give the equation of the circle. We don't even need to give the equation of the circle, we just need to write down what the radius and the center is. So there'll be some marks going there if you got just the radius even. So that's all you have to do. There's no real working out involved. If you were able to spot that the radius was 2 and you weren't sure how to get the center, you weren't able to spot the other thing, you could put that into the equation of the circle then. So the x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. So if you put the point 2, 1 in, so 2 minus, and you know that h is 2, because hk is the h is the x y minus point on the circle minus, and then you just leave k that you put in that the radius is 2 squared is 4, and then 2 minus 2 squared, that's just 0, so you get 1 minus squared is equal to 4, and then that's what I was doing initially, and so you have to square out the brackets then, and then you have to go solve it at the end. That's what I was doing initially, but it's easier if you can just see it on the diagram. So that's it.